Donald Trump is embroiled in two media fights this week, one with Jorge Ramos of Univision and one with Megyn Kelly again that he has revived with Fox News. Why is he doing this? Let's ask Ronald Kessler. He's an investigative reporter and author of The First Family Detail. We also have here Republican strategist Cheri Jacobus. Great to see both of you. Ronald, I understand why he is going after Jorge Ramos. That makes sense. They are squabbling over the immigration topic. Why is Donald Trump going after Megyn Kelly again and Fox News?
You know, I interviewed Norma Forder, who was his top aide for 26 years, knew him better than anybody on both the business and social side. And she said there are two Donald Trumps. One is the outrageous one that you see on TV who makes provocative comments to get attention for his brand and, of course, now for his campaign. The other one is the real Donald that we see behind the scenes, who is totally different. He's a savvy businessman. He's built this empire of 22,500 employees. And, you know, if you were hiring a CEO of a company, you wouldn't have debates. You wouldn't even listen to promises that much. You would look at what has that person accomplished? What's the track record? What's the character? And I got to know Donald almost two decades ago when I did a book on Palm Beach, of all things. Flew down with him on his plane with my wife Pam, spent the weekend with him at Mar-a-Lago, his home and club. I've since interviewed a lot of his people. And behind the scenes, he's not this brash guy you see on TV. He's very meticulous. He gets into the details of planning. He treats his employees with respect, unlike Hillary Clinton.
So, I mean, Ronald, just to interrupt for a second, it sounds like what you're saying, that this is all mindful, this is all intentional. This isn't a shoot from the hip Donald Trump. He's doing this on purpose. And why?
You got it. You got it. I mean, he's a media sensation, so he's doing exactly what he wants to do. And I think if he were in the White House, he would operate quite differently. He would operate the way he does in his business. You know, Barack Obama, in one of his books, admitted that he accomplished almost nothing as a community organizer. Ted Cruz, as U.S. Senator, has accomplished absolutely nothing as a senator. And yet, you know, we're considering this person for president. You want to look at accomplishment. You want to look at competence.
Okay, Cheri, let me talk to you about Fox. You worked at Fox. You've done work there. I worked for Roger Ailes and Fox for 16 years. So when I see this fight, I can't help but try to read between the lines of what's going on at Fox. Let me read to you what Roger Ailes, the head of Fox, put out the statement about Donald Trump when he revived his feud again on Monday night with Megyn Kelly by sending out a series of what some believe very nasty tweets. Here is what Roger Ailes said yesterday. Donald Trump's surprise and unprovoked attack on Megyn Kelly during her show last night is as unacceptable as it is disturbing. Donald Trump rarely apologizes, although in this case, he should. What do you think? I mean, is it a winning strategy to go against Roger Ailes for Donald Trump?
I don't think that Donald Trump, I don't know what he is like behind the scenes, but what we're hearing is that we're not seeing his authentic self right now. I think he's coming off, though, as unhinged. The key word in the Ailes statement is disturbing. It is disturbing. We've had, I mean, when Roger Stone quits the Trump campaign because he can't handle it. And Roger Stone is known as somebody that can handle a lot of mud, and he quit a few weeks ago. This is disturbing, and the fact that the media is covering him and not really saying a word about it. This behavior by Donald Trump is unacceptable. It's crude, it's crass, and the problem that I have with all this is this massive amount of coverage he has. And now look, the guy comes into the race because he has a high name ID. That's a given. But he's been perpetuated by the media, and in some ways I think it's irresponsible.
So, Cheri, what is the answer? I mean, if you think that the media is giving him too much coverage, and a lot of people think that, are we supposed to stop covering him?
You're supposed to be a little bit more fair. Look, you guys carried this rally last night where it was just rambling, no policy initiatives. This was just the equivalent of a monkey throwing its you-know-what at passersby, his own. And this is what Donald Trump is doing. We have other candidates. You have Trump people saying, look, supporters saying, look, at least Donald Trump is the only one answering questions. The only questions the other candidates are getting are about Donald Trump. At this point, I think they need to back off. Yes, he's great for ratings, but there needs to be some serious conversations in the newsrooms for the mainstream media.
Cheri, Ronald, thanks so much for being here. We have a little bit of breaking news. Sorry to cut you short. Thanks so much. Great points, both.